Hello everyone and welcome to another Wizard101 video. Today I'm doing another guide video. I know I'm switching it up again, but I have been wanting to do this guide for a very long time. I've gotten a request for it, and usually when I get a request for a guide, that means I really should do it. I really want to do it. So basically, what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be giving an overview kind of guide type thing of the side quests in the game that makes soloing a lot easier. Now, obviously, for a lot of people, and for me in particular, the best way to do this is just to do every side quest of the world. It keeps you above the level to solo, and it will enable you to finish the game significantly easier. But today I'm going to be doing basic Arc 1, and then I'll kind of overview Arc 2 for you. But let's get right into it. Alright, so for Wizard City, I can already think of quite a few to do, but this will be the basic thing. So, what you're going to want to be doing is you're going to want to be doing the side streets of Crab Alley. I know I've messed that up in the past. Crab Alley, basically all of the water section of Triton Avenue, and Colossus Boulevard. Specifically, Triton Underwater is the most important. I know I'm just going to keep saying it, but Triton Underwater is the most important thing because that can take you up an extra 2 levels before you get into Crocotopia, which is really important. So first off, what you're going to want to be doing is you're going to want to be doing quests in the 3 streets right here until you get to level 14 after finishing Wizard City, because level 14 is when you can do Triton Underwater. So what you're going to do first is you're going to do Colossus Boulevard. That's going to get you from level so you finish at level 10, that's going to get you up to around level 12, and then you're going to want to be doing the side quests like this right here. Gotta see Greta, recover the ring. Also in Triton Avenue, you're going to want to be doing the ones that like Duncan Grimwater gives, stuff like that. Cyclops Lane, do the ones from all the guards there. That will get you up to level 14. If you're not level 14, what you're going to want to be doing is you're going to want to be doing, first off, any side quests you can see, make sure you do school quests, and also you can do things like Sunken City. They all get you a decent amount of XP. What you're aiming for that level 14 so that you can get into Triton Underwater, and from there you can finish that, and once you're done you will be level 15. Being level 15 is really important because being level 15, as you finish Wizard City and going into Crocotopia, that's already 5 levels higher than you should be, and 5 levels makes a lot of difference, especially because at level 16 you get a new spell, which already makes you more powerful, and you can continue on from there. Another thing, the dungeons, this catacombs here, it is a bit difficult, but it does give 500 XP, which is quite a bit of XP. To start Triton Underwater, you want to go to Homer Sunblade, and he will offer the quest, I believe, to go to Triton Underwater. It's called Deep Down, Down Below, something like that. I don't remember exactly. But that's the Wizard City overview. Once you're done with all of that, as I said, you're going to be level 15, ready for Crocotopia. But before I finish, one more thing I'd like to add is keep an eye out for events, because events give a decent amount of XP, and they're very useful, especially at low levels. So for example, there's a Lost Pages event, which you get from the library, which doesn't give, I don't think, a ton of XP, but it gives some extra XP. And the most important one is the box events, because the box events, based on Doctor Who, give a shit ton of XP for where they are. So, for example, the one in Wizard City gives 1300 XP. 1300 XP is quite a lot of XP at that low level, which is actually enough to level you up halfway from level 10 to 11. So, already you can see kind of the bonuses to do. Now I'm going to go to Crocotopia, and this is not where you're going to get most of XP, but it's definitely going to increase from Wizard City. Alright, so you've leveled up to level 15, you've entered Crocotopia, you're done with Wizard City for now. And by for now, I mean permanently. So you go into Crocotopia, you start the quest, you immediately notice that the XP is decently better than Wizard City, and you still want to stay ahead of the game, so you're going to start doing side quests. What side quest do I recommend? Well, immediately, Headshell Dim is one of the best side quest chains in the game. It gives about 2,000 XP in total, and it's extremely easy. You can do it so easy solo, especially at level 15. That'll probably take you from level 15 to 16. If not, there's plenty more side quests where that came from. Prospector Zeke, obviously you're going to want to be doing all of Zeke's quests. I didn't mention this last time, but they give a lot. The first Zeke quest gives 300, this gives 900, next one gives 2,000, I believe. One after that gives 3,000, and then 3,000 again. So, now you're in Crocotopia, you're in the Royal Hall, you're in the Altar of Kings, you want some side quests here. So, the ones I recommend immediately are Alfred Rothschild over here, and also over here, I believe, is his name Assistant Danforth? His name is not Assistant Danforth, is it? But there's the guy in the dig site. His side, both of those side quests give a lot. Well, not a lot, but a decent amount. Now, you're going to want to be pairing side quests together, as I've said in the past. One of the most important things to do is to find multiple side quests that are defeat the same enemy, find side quests that coincide with the main quest to just give yourself an easier time. So, I didn't collect that stone block, which is disappointing. So, a side quest that coincides with the other one from Private, what was a Rothschild in there, is Selim Imdur's quest, because the quest in there is to defeat Charmed Slaves. This is the first one to beat Charmed Slaves, so that's already 700 XP, which is pretty influential. Another one is over here. Assistant Danforth doesn't really offer the most, but yeah, this guy's Assistant Danforth. But up here, I forget what his name is. The guy up there gives a quest to defeat Flame Guardians. That also gives a decent amount of XP. All right, let's go to the Palace of Fire. All right, so the Palace of Fire is probably going to where you're going to be netting a lot more XP than you have in the past. Probably a grand total of about 4,000 to 5,000. Now, there are, as you can see here, where these 4 bosses are, there are 4 separate privates. I forget what their names are, but you'll see them when they're there. They're impossible to miss, especially because one of the first quests you get in here is to talk to all 4 of them. They each offer side quests. Do all of them. Now, this also coincides with the main quest quite a bit. So what I would recommend you to do is do the main quest up to defeating the 4 bosses, and you should already have completed some of the side quests. So Lieutenant Standish also offers one called Desert Dessert, which is a collect quest defeating these desert golems. Gives 600 XP. Fantastic. All of these quests are incredibly good, except for perhaps the collect gems, which only gives 95, but it's still XP. Now, Palace of Fire is going to net you a lot of XP. You'll probably get from level 16 to 17, maybe 17 to 18. I'm not entirely sure because I don't remember, but if you look at my Storm Let's Play, you'll probably see I did do all the side quests here, which means you'll probably notice that I was that level. So from here, let me go to the Crocosphinx and the Tomb of Storms, which the Tomb of Storms doesn't have as much, but the Crocosphinx. Alright, so you've made it to the Crocosphinx. You're probably level 18, 19, or 20 at this point, and you want to know what side quests to do. Now, don't do all the side quests in here. Honestly, I believe my Storm was level 25 when I exited Crocotopia, which you can easily do just from doing as many side quests as possible. 25 is the level I'd recommend you to leave Crocotopia at if you're soloing. So, the Hall of Champions. This, I can't remember particularly any side quests in here, actually. But Shalak the Wise does give a few side quests. They give like 600 to 1,000 each, or 600 to 900 each. The Grand Arena has one from Akko, which is an easy quest. Do it. It'll give a decent amount, and I think it gives about 1,800 or so from the 3 quests you do, which is really good. Obviously, there isn't a lot of side quests in the Crocosphinx, but these ones in particular are really good. I'm honestly not even going to go to the Tomb of Storms because I can just explain it right here. The side quests you're going to want to be doing in the Tomb of Storms are... I actually didn't do any of them on my Storm, but if you want to do them, you could probably exit Crocotopia level 26, 27, is to do from the family leaders once you immediately enter the tomb. Those give quite a bit of XP, a solid extra 5,000 XP that I never got on my Storm, but those in particular are really good. Now, once you reach level 25, you are going to want to be coming back to Crocotopia because this is perhaps, it's not really important, but it does give a significant more XP, probably about an extra 7,000 or so, is Sergeant Major Talbot. As you can see here, He has a side quest to take you to one of the 4 dungeons, which was added in 2015, I believe, which is Kemalung Village, which is the level 25 one, Buckingham Palace at level 40. I don't remember what the 3rd one is called, but it's at level 60. It's also in Crocotopia from Alhaz Red, and level 100, which is Darkmoor. Everyone knows Darkmoor. Now, I would recommend you to do all of these. They all give fantastic XP, level you up in a fantastic way, even drop amazing gear. I would recommend you to do all of these. It'll keep you a little bit ahead of the game, and will also make soloing easier with the gear too. So those are the side quests I recommend in Crocotopia. I'm going to move on to Marley Bone. From here on, it's going to get a bit more vague, because honestly every side quest is good in Crocotopia and Mushu and Dragonspire. So I actually exited Marley Bone on my storm at level 30, I believe, which is quite a bit high, because if you don't do any side quests, you will be level 30 in Crimson Fields and Mushu. So I was already significantly earlier. I was level 30, and it worked out for me. It made soloing in Mushu incredibly easy. So what would I recommend doing? Do almost all the side quests here, but in particular, the Scotland Yard has some fantastic side quests, probably a total of 10,000 to 20,000 XP in there. Excuse me. Buckingham Palace is really good for XP at level 40 once you can get there. That gives about 20 to 30k as well. Obviously, do all the quests in Digmore Station. Kensington Park is not important. You don't need to do it, but all of these side quests combined, you should exit at level 30, and level 30 was more than enough to easily solo Mushu. So hopefully you just listen to that and do all the side quests in Marley Bone. So Mushu in particular was where I actually leveled up the most on my storm. I leveled up from level 30 to level 45 in Mushu, which is a solid 15 levels, which is a lot of levels. That is made it so I can easily solo a lot of Dragonspire, and it definitely puts me ahead of the ballpark on many things. So what do you want to do? Most definitely Hamitsu Village, Tataki Outpost. Do all of the side quests there. That nets you a solid 20 to 30k, possibly even 40k. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly. God, those frogs are loud. Let me get away from here. In Shoshin Village, so Kishibe Village, and Shirataki Temple has 1, Cave of Solitude. I did all of the side quests in Mushu, but in particular, these ones are the best. They all give around 2k. Village in Sorrow and Ancient Burial Grounds, also fantastic. Mushu is the world for side quests. If you are solo questing, Mushu is the most important and vital one. So for example, if you want to follow my Wizard101 Let's Play, and you see that I bought the Major XP Boost Elixir, the Mega XP Boost Elixir, which lasts 3 hours, an extra 10%, Mushu is the world to spend it on. Especially if you've already finished Mushu and you decide to go back and do all the side quests, this is the world to do it on. Again, I got from level 30 to 45, which is a 15 level jump, which is insane. And that has kept me well ahead of the game. Obviously, Buckingham Palace gained me a solid level. I think I went from 40 to 41 from it. But I would definitely recommend all of this, all of Mushu. Just do it. Trust me. It might seem like a lot, but I actually really enjoyed most of the side quests. And it worked out extremely well and made it so much easier to solo, and I would recommend all of you to do it. So I'm going to move on to Dragonspire. So Dragonspire, the last world of Arc 1, the 5th world in the game, is one that doesn't actually have a ton of side quests, honestly. It's more main story driven, especially compared to Mushu. It has next to no side quests, honestly. It does have a few side quests though, and they are very decent. A lot of side quests that give 2,000 to 3,000 XP and will most definitely boost your wizard's level. So in the Athenaeum, basically all of the side quests in this world are given on random people on the side of the street, on the side of one street. Sometimes there's 2 people or so, and these people will give a quest line, 1 to 3 quests that each give 2 to 3k each. Honestly, I can't tell you specifics because they're literally in every street. There's a side quest giver, I think. And there's not a ton of side quests, but these side quests are impactful. If you do all of them while doing Dragonspire, I think, I haven't looked at my balanced Let's Play, so I don't know, and I haven't done it yet on my Storm, but I think you could easily go from the 45 that you should be at the end of Mushu to being around 50 to 55, somewhere in that range. If I had to give an exact number, probably 52 is the level to shoot for. Being level 52 will put you easily ahead and will immediately make soloing a little bit easier. Now, from Dragonspire, you've beaten Malastare. Where do you go? Celestia is a hard world to solo, and everyone knows it because it introduces crit systems. The bosses are hard. It's painful. So there's literally one place that you have to do before Celestia, and it's necessary for everyone to do it. Even if you don't want to solo, I think everyone should do this. And that thing I'm referring to, of course, is Winter Tusk. Winter Tusk is so important. If you do not underestimate Winter Tusk, Winter Tusk is probably the best world in this game for XP, because you'll be entering here at, if you do what I say, at around level 52. Once you're done with Dragonspire, you have to go through all of Grizzleheim, which is a slog. It gives no XP. It's painful, but it's so worth it, because Winter Tusk gives so much XP. I'm willing to bet if you do Winter Tusk and all the side quests at that level 52, that soloing that I said, you can go from 52 to 60 and get Waterworks gear, and Zigazag is the place I was thinking of before, by the way, the level 60 place. You can get that gear before level, or before Celestia, and Waterworks gear will make Celestia a breeze, trust me. You need to do it. I would recommend everyone to do it, but if you're like me, who doesn't do all the side quests all the time, originally I did no side quests, you will be level 44 when you enter Celestia, which is, again, probably about 8 to 10 levels lower than what you'll be doing if you do the side quests, which is a lot of levels, mind you. You will go from 44 to 56 from this world. I can tell you that exactly. I've done it many times. You go from 44 to 56, and you can still do Celestia at 56. Don't get me wrong. It's really easy. You'll go from 56. You'll reach level 60 at the Science Center. I'm willing to bet if you do all the side quests like I've been telling you, you will get from level 52 or so to 60 from this. Do Waterworks, you'll get from level 60 to 61. Do Zigazag, you'll get from 61 to 62. It'll put you ahead of the game. You'll have fantastic gear, and Celestia will be easy. Celestia, Zafaria, and maybe even Avalon, you'll be able to solo, no problem. Now, the major issue is from there. Once you reach Avalon, you reach a point, and this point is the side quests stop being able to keep up with the new massive amounts of XP you need. You need about 1 million to level up at that point, 1 million XP in total. And getting that 1 million XP is incredibly challenging, even with side quests. You can definitely still keep ahead of the game. Definitely can still probably reach level 100 in the beginning of Chrysalis if you tried hard enough. Maybe not the beginning of Chrysalis, maybe like a little bit into Chrysalis. But for example, in my Balanced Let's Play series, I'm level 104 right now. I completed Chrysalis. I am level 104, right? Yeah, I'm 104. Completed Chrysalis. I stopped doing side quests in Zafaria, and that was a mistake, I feel like, because I feel like I could be level 106 to 107 right now at the end of Chrysalis. So what I would recommend you to do for Arc 2, and especially, I'm not going to go to specific worlds from here on out, but what I would recommend you to do is to keep doing the side quests that give the most amount of XP. I did do some Avalon side quests, by the way, but I didn't do any in Azteca. You can definitely keep ahead of the game, but in Avalon, my level caught up to where it should be. I was level 81 or 82 when I exited Avalon, compared to the 79 to 80 that you should be. Obviously, I was 10 levels ahead before I stopped being 10 levels ahead very fast, because Zafaria and Avalon even out the XP. But it is still possible to solo the entire game. You can still keep ahead of the curve and still probably get 5 to 10 levels ahead of where you should be if you do every single side quest past Avalon and above. So I hope this was helpful in some way. It gives you all of the highlights, the specific quests you should do up to here, where you'll be, a kind of guide to shoot for. But you should be, this is a rule of thumb from here on out for all of you who want to solo, be 5 to 10 levels ahead of what the game wants you to be. Right now, my Storm is 10 levels ahead of what he should be. 10 levels is a lot of levels that make up so much. He has an extra 500 base health than you would be if I was normally soloing without doing side quests. He has so much more damage than what he would have otherwise. He has 57% damage in Dragonspire, which is really good, by the way, versus the 30 or so that he would have otherwise. So if this was helpful, please drop a like, hit the sub button. If you're still watching it, let me know. Also, I hit 310 by the end of August. Obviously, I'll maybe 315 by the end of August. There's still 11 days left. You guys can do that. 5 and 11 days isn't that bad. So yeah, if you enjoyed, drop a like, hit the sub button. Let me know of other guides I can make that'll help you, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a fantastic day.